Town 3, Park 1 in the Wiltshire Senior Cup quarter-final. What's your thoughts on tonight's game?
A game that had to be played. Obviously, glad to get through. Some people have had some games. Obviously we're struggling for players and playing one of our players in goal, which just shows. I think they've had one cross into the box and one shot. Other than that, it's a bit of a non-event really. But it was a game that had to be played. Credit to them. They kept going, kept on working. They got the first goal, which is always going to put teams under pressure. But we've had enough ball, enough chances to win 2 games. But yeah, as I say, it's beach training's got the game through, and as I say, we're look forward to having a weekend off now.
Obviously, a few players getting chances. Well, obviously like Abdi Noor, obviously he's picking his stuff, Chippenham, and obviously beating in goal for tonight. Obviously with obviously Abdi Noor and obviously Josh Smile playing very well as well. How do you think them two are doing so far?
Yeah, Smile's done particularly well in the last few games. He's a good player, a good footballer. He's played in a couple of different positions. Obviously, we've just gone and played 3 at the back tonight for the first time, just to try and see how that went. Abdi Noor's been done well at training, so he's had a little go. So we just take it from there. As I say, players have got opportunities. Darren Mullins hasn't played for a long time. He's done particularly well. And as I said, these players have got an opportunity to go and play against Bath in a big game in front of a big crowd in a couple of weeks' time. So it's important that they're firing on all cylinders, and so we've got a couple of training sessions to go before we name a team for that.
So obviously on Sunday the club announced that obviously David Pratt will obviously be leaving the club to join Wiltshire. What's your thoughts on that at all? From
Sunday? The thoughts are that we've lost a very good player. Without a doubt, David Pratt's been fantastic for us. Scored lots of goals, works his socks off. It's a sad loss to lose David Pratt, but he's been made an offer that he can't turn down. That's football. I respect that. I understand that. I know the people at his football club want to keep him. I'd like to have kept him as well, but unfortunately we're not able to do that. So now I have to worry about the players that are at the football club. So Pratt has gone, top man. He's done fantastic for us. And I hope he does well against that Wilson, but not against us.
So obviously with him gone now, does that give you obviously more choices to choose, or do you think you could get someone brand new in?
Oh, you need to get someone new, yeah, without a doubt. We need to replace it. We need to replace Pratty. That's not an easy thing to do, because players that are available are all at pro clubs or other clubs, and they're not going to let their players go, certainly over the Christmas break. But we've got some irons in the fire, and we'll wait and see what goes on with it. But we obviously need to replace David Pratt, and you have to be a good player to replace him. But it's an option that we've got. It's an option that's available to us to say, good luck to Pratty, but now we need to move on.
So obviously this weekend, week off for you. Now back here again next Saturday, home to Bath City. A big game for the team, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, they're all big games. We've gone down to Bath and had a great victory down there, one of the big performances of the season. We need to replicate that when we play them in a couple of weeks' time. As I say, we've got a few injuries, we need to make sure they're cleared up. Hopefully we may have a new couple of new faces in by then. Hopefully the international clearance will come in. I'd like to think it will be in by then. So as I say, we will have certainly added to the squad, and the 2 or 3 that got little knocks, hopefully they'll be fit.
Injury-wise, what's the latest on Jared Thompson?
Jared's got a bit of a quad injury, but he's had a scan. It's not too bad. He's obviously getting daily treatment at Chelsea, so hopefully he should be back. Jason Matthews has got a little bit of sickness and diarrhoea, so he's missed out from that. Dean Evans was working. As I say, there's a couple up there tonight. Will really shouldn't have played, and nor should James Guthrie. But as I say, we need to put a team out, so we've managed to do that. And hopefully, as I say, a few days extra rest, then we should be okay for the Bath game.